Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome to another episode of Barbershop Talk Radio. I'm your host, Young Slim.
And I'm Kim.
And we are going over...
Well, we got to redo it yesterday for anyone who kind of heard the show yesterday.
I hope not. I hope nobody heard that.
Hopefully nobody heard it because it was...
lackluster on somebody's part.
Yeah, I was not feeling my best, so we're redoing it today.
So we're going to go over the...
We'll go over the
week
scores
Week 9 results of the All-Star Touch Football League. And we will start with the... Wait, where was the results of the games? Okay. You do it.
All right, so
Week
Rock
9.
Bottom beat the Prospects 33-19. Patriots beat Colonial Diner 21-0. This is for you, Jim. This is for you. 20-14. GCRs beat the Decepticons 27-12. You got to give GCRs a round of applause because they're coming back.
Give Rock Bottom a round of applause.
And it wasn't Vin Brady either. It was their regular quarterback.
Yeah, Dalton.
Yeah, it was Dalton, not Vin Brady. So, all right. Then Camden crushed Steel City 41-12. This is for... Then Braves beat the Monsters 28-13.
Yes, sir.
For the Braves.
Yes, sir.
You have to do that. You have a shout out you had to give to
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Josh.
Give him a round of applause.
Last week I didn't put him in when I was mentioning the offensive line with Eastry and Mike. You know, I got to throw Josh in there. I meant to say his name. I said Sean's brother. I apologize for that. And,
his name is Josh.
His name is Josh.
Number 9, his name is Josh.
It says Robinson on his jersey, but his name is Josh. Not Robinson.
Josh Eastwood.
Dun, dun, dun. And I got to do, I did it on the last show.
Yeah, you, Eric.
Let's give him a round of applause. Give Eric. Eric from the Patriots. He played center. Didn't give him any sacks. I think this is the first time he played center all season. I believe the center got hurt on the first play or something like that.
He's little.
And he didn't give up any sacks. He did his thing.
All right, this is another round of applause.
George from the Patriots gets well. Hopefully he can get back out on the field and get back to doing what he does.
Wasn't there somebody else? Well, if we remember, we'll come back to it.
Yeah, if I remember, I'll get back to it. But yeah.
But I'm shocked that Camden beat Steel City like that.
Me too.
I did not see that coming.
Me too.
The way Steel City has been dominating teams, I really thought they were going to win.
Well, kind of, you know, I thought it would be a closer game. They were both 8-0.
Yeah.
This was the game of the week.
Yeah.
But
Steel City, I mean, they haven't played any elite teams until just now. They were playing A teams, but the A teams they played, they were like crushing them. It wasn't close games. Steel City was like
for the most part,
putting at least 20 points on the teams.
But to just get mollywopped. Oh my God!
Give another round of applause for Camden because I think I underestimated them.
I think you need to. 42 points against 41 points against Steel City.
I never said Egan wasn't good. All right, I apologize to Egan. He's good. He's a good quarterback.
All right.
Round of applause for Egan. He did that just showed me that you are an elite quarterback.
He's been an elite quarterback.
I know, but
I don't know why you didn't think so, but anyway.
I affiliate Egan with committee, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. I get it.
Committee had a rough road.
I get it. Yeah, they had a rough. They have a rough patch, but you know, it is what it is. They had people attendance issues. That was their issue, but
they didn't have commitment.
You know what? Yo, shout out to Val, yo. Give Val. Let's give Val an applause.
Emilio Valdez.
Let's give him a round of applause.
Just because.
I like Val.
Just for being Val.
I like Val because for being on Camden, he's the one that told me what happened in that game.
He's the representative for Camden.
He's representing Camden. You know, so that's what's up. But I mean,
I had it wrong.
I don't just who does Steel City play this week coming up? Prospects, right?
Prospects, yeah. And then Camden plays Rock Bottom.
I mean, Steel City really has to bounce back from this. I know this is eating them alive. But that's embarrassed. This is getting embarrassed.
This kind of like shows you where they're
There's a huge gap between the two teams.
This kind of
and I know it's just a regular season game, but
Steel City was in our offensive and defensive rankings all season. Steel City has been number one all season.
Offense and defense.
But that was against 8 teams.
But
it's different.
I mean, listen, Camden was what, 3 or 2 or 3,
right?
And that was against 8 teams,
right?
Rock Bottom was what,
2,
1 or 2, and that was all against 8 teams.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying Steel City was putting up so many more points that they were in first place
the whole season. But we all played the same schedule. Now they're playing each other. So we will see.
I feel like that really shows like how their strengths and their weaknesses when they play their elite teams.
Yeah. I mean, it deciphers who's the best. That's how you find the champions, man. Yeah. You know, that's how the champions. You know, and they keep going back and forth. Like Camden will win of the year, Steel City will win of the year, Rock Bottom will win of the year. They go back and forth, back and forth. And you know, Camden won the last season.
Camden is the reigning champs.
But the season before that, if I'm not mistaken, I believe
it was Rock Bottom or
Steel City. I believe it was Steel City.
Was it?
So we'll see. You know, we'll see.
Definitely after this game, Steel City against Camden, they need to make some kind of adjustment.
They got to do something.
They need to adjust.
They cannot go out there and lose to the Prospects.
They need to adjust their offense and defense because their defense can't afford to give up that many points.
I'm sure Steel City will make
hopefully
the proper adjustment. The proper adjustments.
Their game plan didn't work.
Go against the Prospects and you know, bounce back. Sometimes this happens to everybody. You know, sometimes the game just gets away from you. Before you know it, you're down fucking 41-12, and you're like, "How did this happen?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to throw salt in the wound, but from what I was told, that they scored those 12 points. They scored those 12 points. Why the Camden second string was on the field.
Oh,
that's what I heard. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I heard they took the starting lineup off.
Instead of doing a mercy rule.
It's definitely it was definitely a mercy rule.
But I'm saying
they called off the Wolves instead of putting up 50 points.
Instead of them calling it, they did like
called off the Wolves on
their second string.
Steel City put the second string in, and they got a couple touchdowns off. Oh my God, let's applaud them once more. Like, wow.
And they had their backup.
You know, for a little dignity, but wow.
Feel a little better about not
getting
shut out like
Other than that, I'm shocked. All right, now what other shockers do we have?
Had a bye, so they didn't play this week.
You know what? You know what else?
I'm shocked me? GC Irish.
GC Irish beating the Decepticons is supporting the game.
I'm glad GC Irish is coming back. They were on a losing streak there for a while. Now they're coming back. Vin Brady helped get them out of that hole last week. Now they had Dalton back, and they won. So, yeah, they definitely deserve a run.
Yeah. You know, it is good to see GC Irish off the mat. You know, like I kind of feel like they're kind of like what we did. Like we had a couple. There's a towel right over there. Like we had a couple. We were 1-2, and then you know we ripped off 5 out of 6 and 4 in a row. And, you know, I'm proud of that. I'm not sitting here, it's not being arrogant, it's not being cocky, but
since it was
I'm proud of that.
Like you kind of threw together a team a week before the season started, and you weren't sure whether you're going to be good, not good. So,
you know, I was trying to get a season, a team together.
You started out 1-2. You made adjustments on offense and defense, and we got it together.
We finally got it together. The thing is with us, we're getting better. But we're not talking about us. We're talking about GC Irish right now. GC Irish is it feels like they're doing the same thing.
Right.
It feels like they're getting better.
They're figuring it out.
They're figuring it out, and they're getting better.
Yeah.
They are definitely a dangerous team to anybody in the playoffs. And
they always are.
you know.
Always. Like, you can't sleep on GCRs when it comes to the playoffs.
Absolutely. But if they figure it out, they're going to be really, really good. And, you know, we'll see. We'll see. So,
any other shockers? I wouldn't say shockers. I don't know.
No, Rock Bottom, that's not a shocker to me because I had Rock Bottom.
Patriots, it's not a shocker. I
Patriots
said Colonial got her last week, but I was just being a smart ass.
Yeah.
I really didn't think Colonial was going to win.
I'm glad the Patriots got up off the mat.
Yeah.
The hybrids in the Panthers.
We both think the hybrids, but I don't know what's going on.
I said the hybrids because I don't know what is going on with the Panthers.
The Panthers had such big wins in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And, they've had 7 losses in a row.
Was it 7? 6 or 7 in a row?
Week 3 was their last win.
What? Week 3 was their last win?
So 6 losses in a row. That's got to be a tough swallow. That's a
6 in a row. And it's not like they've been close games. What is saying too bad of a game?
The Panthers.
But the hybrids, they should have beat the hybrids.
They score at least 2 touchdowns a game. That's what they've been averaging.
They should have beat the hybrids. They should have beat the hybrids.
But the Panthers, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Maybe they are what I didn't think they were. I'm gonna say that. Maybe they are what I didn't think they were.
They started out the season so good.
The hybrids are not what I thought they were either.
Right.
You know.
But you're expecting the hybrids from 2 years ago, and it's not the same team.
No, they're not, and neither are the Panthers. So, let's recap. Braves and Monstars. You know what? I'm going to applaud the Monstars. They put up a fucking valiant effort.
They tried.
They played hard. They had a pretty good first half.
They even tried bringing in different players.
Definitely. They had a good first half. They played their hearts out, and they were still losing at halftime. Only by 1. You know what I mean?
They didn't get
it was 13. It was 13-14 at halftime. Like I said, they fought their hearts out, and we just closed them down in the second half. Shut them down in the second half. Picked off Scott 4 times. Let's applaud that secondary.
Sacked them a couple times.
Where's that applause? You mean my applause?
Sacked them.
Let's applaud the rushers. We sacked them quite a few times. Shout out to Lenny. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lenny balled out. Lenny balled out. But
Lenny sacked him so hard, I think Scott's teeth are still on the field. I don't get it. I don't get it now.
Knop got a sack too. Let's applaud him.
And this Braves team was there but wasn't there, was there but wasn't there, is that you guys have heart, they're committed, and they show up every week to play.
Yeah.
And your past teams, some people were there committed, some people weren't. I don't know. But this is everyone is for the team, and everyone has heart and dedication, and they show up every week.
Yes, sir. That is true. I gotta applaud. Where's the applaud at? I'm gonna applaud 2 picks. Dirt Dog. Let's applaud Dirt Dog. Yes, sir. Good job, Dirt. And we got Dimitri. He showed up finally this week. And he got 2 picks. Let's applaud Dimitri. Wait, who scored the touchdowns? Wait.
Oh, it's for Maurice. Yeah.
Maurice had 2 touchdowns. Let's applaud Maurice. And Knop had 2 touchdowns. Let's applaud Knop again. You know what? I'm going to applaud somebody on the opposing team.
Who's that?
I'm going to applaud Little Crawford. Little Crawford, I don't know his name,
Everybody knows, for the most part.
Crawford's brother, Little Crawford's brother, the Little Crawford.
Crawford's brother.
He was in the secondary. He had 2 picks. Let's applaud him. He fought hard, man. He fought hard. That was a good game, bro. Like, he was out there balling. So, and it was a couple other cats out there was balling. I don't know their names, but you know, they were balling. They were balling. They balled out in the first half.
They tried, yeah.
And then you know what? They came up. They just came up a little short. I mean.
Yeah, it wasn't like you guys dominated all.
Not at all. Not at all.
Valiant effort. They tried.
That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to dominate them again. So
they fought hard and they tried. And
they got out. They rocked out, and you know, that's all I can say. You know, they played hard, and that's all I expected. And now I got to shout out John, you know, for showing up, having his guys, John and Monster Mike, Mike and John. Enough of the applause for these guys.
We don't want to cap their head up too much.
Nah, I don't. And I don't want to fucking talk too much shit because you might see them again and they might end up. I mean, like, oh, he heard what he said. He heard what he said about us. Yeah, I want no bull.
Especially when it comes to playoffs, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. So I learned. I know that firsthand from last season. So does Scott. He knows that, right? Remember Scott?
I don't even think he listens to this show, but if you do,
does, but you know, he knows.
I'm sure somebody will tell you.
All right, let's go over
do offense or defense.
Let's start with the offensive rankings.
All right, so we'll do the Week 9 offensive rankings.
All right, go ahead. Shoot.
So number 1 is Camden with 295.
Let's applaud him. Camden jumped in the first place. Number 1.
They were in 3rd place last week.
They put up a fucking bruiser.
With all them points they scored this week.
I guess who they put it up against, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Good shit, Camden. Good shit.
Then we got Steel City dropped down in 2nd place for the first time in all season.
Oh, they've been in 1st place all season until now.
Yep. Camden knocked them down.
2 weeks to go. Shit.
Camden knocked them down in 2nd place with 287. Mm-hmm. That's still good. We'll still get Steel City around with us. In 3rd place. Rock Bottom's in 3rd place with 274. We'll give them a round of applause too.
That's good. I still don't know how the hell the Panthers are up there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Then the Braves are in 4th place with 218.
When it comes crashing down. Hulk Hogan song came on when I heard that. 218 for the Braves. Yes, sir. Let's go.
Still, I mean, the Panthers are number 5 with 215.
I don't know how. They put a bruise on quite a few teams.
Yeah, they put up so many points in the beginning of the season that held them in the offensive ranking.
In a high spot. Right.
They're just now starting to drop in the offensive ranking.
Yeah,
so last week they were in 4th.
Like 3 weeks ago, they were number 2.
Yeah, last week they were in 4th. 3 weeks ago, they were in 2nd place. So they're slowly dropping their way down, but they're still in the top 5.
All right.
Then we got the Prospects.
No more applause.
Prospects in 6th place with 192. The Hybrids in 7th with 166. Price Electric in 8th place with 162. The Patriots in 9th with 159. The Monstars in 10 with 137. Decepticons in 11 with 118. GC Irish in 12th place with 93 points. And then Colonial Diner in last place with 87.
Damn, that is so crazy.
Only scoring 87 points in 9 games.
That's like, oof. They ain't gonna get it done, man.
Yeah, well, they had a couple games where they didn't score anything.
Yeah, well, you know, I hope they get it better. I hope they get it together. But you know, just keep working on it.
They started out the season.
Keep the team together. Keep working on it. Keep adding pieces.
That's all you can do.
But you just can't keep bringing back the same old guys.
You got to make adjustments.
You got to make adjustments. You got to get some new guys.
Get rid of
some new guys in the league.
Get rid of some old.
Get rid of guys that aren't showing up and won't be committed. You want committed guys, but you guys know that. I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you how to build a team. You guys are the ones that told me how to build a team. So you know what? I just wish them the best of luck. So let's go on to the defense.
All right, you can start the defense.
All right. Well, we'll applaud the top 5. Only the top 5 are going to get applauded. So don't feel no shade if you don't get an applause at number 6. So let's start with number 1. Rock Bottom with 110, giving up 1 number 1 on defense
this week.
Oh, well, you know.
Going into this week, yeah, because it changes weekly.
It does, but like I said, Steel City was number 1 for the whole season on both offense and defense. So until they took that shellacking. But anyway, Camden is number 2 with 121. Keep up the good work. Kim, sorry, Egan, she's doubted you, and
never happen again.
And wish you guys the best of luck.
I lost a bet on that one. It'll never happen again.
Yeah. And she wishes you guys the best of luck for the rest of the season. All right, Steel City.
I'm not voting for Steel City anymore.
Stop it. Stop. They lost you one game. They lost one game.
No, they've lost me multiple.
One game.
I've lost the power rankings picking them. Every time we did the power rankings, I picked them.
Yeah,
in fantasy.
I'm talking about the fantasy, not the power rankings.
Fantasy. I picked Steel City's defense or them in fantasy. The 3 times we did it.
Yeah. They played the Monstars and they gave up way too many points than they should have. And then whatever. You'll learn how to be fantasy. You'll learn how to play fantasy one day.
Yeah, this is my first time ever playing, so never played before.
And then you gotta play All-Star Touch football fantasy and shit. Like,
I was just testing the water.
Hey, you're getting better. You're getting better.
I'm getting up there.
Keep trying. You know. But Steel City's number 3.
Steel City got locked in 3rd place. They were in first last week.
128.
They were in first last week. They are now in 3rd place on defense.
But they still get around in the top 5. That's all that means. You guys bounce back from that destruction
against the Prospects this week.
And you guys got a good matchup where you guys, I think they match up against the Prospects well. We'll see. Good luck, and we'll see. We'll go from there. The Prospects are 4th, 134.
Right on their heel.
Yeah, we're right behind them.
The Braves in 5th.
Coming for that number 3 spot.
Number 3?
Yeah, we are. Coming for that. Nah, well, no. I don't give a fuck. Once we finish the top 5, I'm good.
Yeah, you guys have been in there, top 5.
So we are
number 5.
Number 5 with 145.
Round of applause for the Braves.
And then you got no more applause. Then we got Price Electric with in 6th place with 152. GC Irish in 7th with 174. 8th place belongs to the Patriots with 179. 9th place belongs to the Monstars / Ravengers with 206. The Decepticons / Sloth are in 10th place with 214. I'm sorry. 214. 11th place belongs to Colonial Diner with 230. The Hybrids can say that they own number 12.
Can say that they own.
With 237. And the Panthers are in 13th place with a lonely 248.
248. They gave up 248 points in 9 games, right? So that's an average of 27.5 points a game they've given up.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
To get up to 248, they average about.
Did you just do some arithmetic?
Yeah, I just divided it. Right? So I'll just see how many points they gave up a game for it to be that high. That's an average of 27.5 points they gave up a game for it to be that high.
All right, well, do us.
That's a lot of points.
What's our game per? What's our game per average? What's the Braves game per average?
16.
We're giving up 16 points a game?
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. Do Rock Bottom.
12. So
12
they're
points
giving
a
up
game.
about 12 points.
You know what? We should do our game point average. Let's do it right now. So Rock Bottom is 12.
Right.
Their average.
So they give up about 12 points a game.
They give about 12 points a game.
Camden gives up about 13.4, so like 13.5.
13.5 points a game.
Steel City gives up 14.5.
14.5. The Prospects give up 30
14 and
34?
almost 15, 14.8. So almost 15 points.
What is it?
We'll round
14?
it up to 15.
That's about 15 points a game. And you said we were what?
16.
16. What's Price Electric?
Price gives up almost 17 points a game.
17 points a game. GC Irish?
19 points a game.
19. Not bad. What's the Patriots?
20 points a game.
20 points a game.
Because they're right on GC Irish's heel.
Still not bad. All
right, then we got into the Monstars who are giving up 23 points a game.
23 points a game for the Monstars. That sounds about right. The
Decepticons who are giving up 24 points a game.
Colonial Diner?
Who's giving up 25.5 points a game.
Okay, that sounds about right. The Hybrids?
26 points a game. And then you got the Panthers who are giving up 27, I think I said. 27.5 points a game.
27.5 points a game. That's giving up points.
Yeah.
So
you're giving,
Wow. All right. It all makes sense. You know, it all makes sense.
So you see the top 5 teams are giving up about 2 touchdowns a game.
About 2 touchdowns.
Give or take. About 2
That's
2
not
touchdowns.
Right. That's not including extra points.
Right.
So those are give or take. So the top 5 teams are basically giving up 2 touchdowns a game, give or take extra points.
Right. In 9 weeks, they've only given up 2 touchdowns a game.
That's
pretty good.
I'm trying to think who scored the most points on us.
I guess you guys Camden. Definitely Camden.
Yeah, Camden scored the most points on us. They did.
Because they were the only one that they have 40 something.
Like crazy number.
But yeah.
Yeah, but it was closer than that, like I said. But anyway, whatever. Anywho, that's when the game got away from us. Let's do that again. Let's do
all right,
so
we'll do the
offensive
offensive.
What average score per game on let's start from the bottom. Let's do Colonial.
So Colonial's only scoring 9 points a game.
That's
10 points a game.
What was that?
So it's 9.6. So we'll round it up to 10.
It's more like 9 points a game.
You think so?
Yeah.
Anything over 10.
We played 9 games. We got 87 points.
So it's 1 touchdown a game. Basically.
It's 1 touchdown a game, if that.
Yeah.
If that.
GC Irish is scoring 10 points a game.
Okay, that's about a touchdown and some change.
Yeah. Decepticons are scoring 13 points, so about a touchdown and missing their extra point.
Nah, that's about 2 touchdowns. Let's give them 2 touchdowns. They're about 2 touchdowns a game. They're 2 touchdowns a game and missing their extra point. Yeah. And getting 1.
The Monstars are scoring about 15 points a game.
Okay, that's about right. And missing extra points.
Right.
Or getting extra points.
Yeah, same thing. The Patriots are scoring 17.6, so round it up to 18.
They're almost 3 touchdowns a game.
3 touchdowns, missing their extra points.
Yeah, they're almost 3 touchdowns a game. They're almost about 3 touchdowns a game.
Price Electric is scoring 18 points a game, so that's 3
Price Electric
touchdowns.
is about 3 touchdowns and
Hybrid.
Flat out 3 touchdowns a game.
That's exactly 18 points. Yeah.
The Hybrids are
18 points, so they're scoring about 3 touchdowns.
They're
a game
about 3 touchdowns a game as well. That's crazy. They're just defenses giving up way too many points. The Prospects are
giving up 3 touchdowns.
Scoring
3 touchdowns.
They're scoring about 3 touchdowns and all extra points, and all their extra points.
Yeah, 21 points. Yeah.
Or about 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
and getting all their extra points.
Yeah, 21
so we'll
points.
Say that.
Panthers are scoring 23.8, so we'll round it up to 24.
So that's almost fucking 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
It's almost 4 touchdowns and not getting extra points, but getting extra points sometimes. So that's crazy. I never thought they were averaging about 4 touchdowns a game.
Yeah, the Braves are averaging about 24 points a game, which is the same, about 4 touchdowns a game.
About 4 touchdowns a game. Okay, I can live with that.
Rock Bottom is 30 points a game.
Damn, that's fucking.
So there's 5 touchdowns.
That's
5 touchdowns and extra points.
That's 4.
And 2-point conversions and shit.
That's about 4 touchdowns. That's actually legitimately 4 touchdowns and
2 extra points.
All their extra points.
Yeah.
And all their extra points.
Steel
City is
32 points.
Oh, that's all extra points and a couple 2-point conversions.
Yeah. Same thing. Camden is 33 points.
That's about 4 touchdowns and all extra points.
Yeah, almost 5
actually,
points.
a couple 2-point conversions.
2-point conversions, yeah.
Yeah.
2 or 3-point conversions.
Basically, top 4 or 5 are all 4 touchdowns. About
right. And then
23 or 24.
Then it goes to yeah.
And then it's just all about extra points.
Right.
Getting your extra points.
Right, which makes sense because you guys haven't missed your extra points a couple games.
Yeah. So.
And
the extra point means so much,
Yeah, it
adds up.
Yeah.
It adds up.
It makes a difference between a win or a loss at the end.
It definitely does. But so those are our offensive rankings and breakdowns of that part
as of week 9 right now.
So let's go on to.
It got cut off last week. We did do our fantasy picks. Of course, I lost again, but we'll go over them.
Yeah. Tell them what I had. Tell them why you mad. Tell them what I had. Right. Tell them why you mad.
I had Sean from the Braves, who scored 28 points. Matt from Steel City, who scored 12 points. And then Tyree, who scored 33 points. And I had the Braves defense.
Who gave up 13.
Who gave up 13 points. So he subtracted 13 points and gave me a total of 60 points. Then Jeff here had Sean from the Braves, who scored 28 points. Jim from the Patriots, who scored 21 points. And then Bam/Egan, who scored 41 points. He had J.C. Harris's defense, who gave up 12. So he came up with a total of 69 points. So he beat me by 9 points.
Applaud me.
We'll give him a round of applause.
Applaud me. That's 3 in a row. I'm
a newbie to fantasy, okay? I'm glad I did it because a couple weeks ago.
You don't know how to do it.
A couple weeks ago, I said,
matchups.
I was like, let me put one in on your DraftKings. I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. And I'm glad I didn't because I would have lost you money. Me and scratch-offs don't work. I guess me and fantasy don't work either.
All right. Let's
dun. Now let's get to the power rankings.
We're gonna do our power rankings for the week, and then we're gonna end it. Actually plug it right now. Give up the number and shit. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So anybody who wants to call in, we're live recording Mondays around 9:30ish. The number is 516-387-1879, or you can listen live on blogtalkradio.com/YUN9 SOIM. 1224, or you can check us out usually the day after we record on YouTube at YUN9 SOIM.
All right. So now I've never finished paying the bills. I heard him say that on regular radio. I don't know what that means.
Whatever.
So now I've never finished paying the bills.
Now we'll go over the
power rankings as of week 9. Some people dropped, some people stayed the same, some people
moved up, some people moved down. Yeah.
Same. Let's go.
Of course, you have to move Camden up to number 1.
Camden is the undisputed number 1 seed.
This week.
No doubt. No doubt. They thumped the number 1 seed.
They're the only one who's undefeated right now.
But they were the number 2 seed.
Yeah.
So Camden moves from number 2 to number 1. Steel City, I think they belong at number 2, Steel City. Until someone proves them differently, because I'm not gonna overreact. They just lost this game. It was a bad game. It happens. I'm not gonna be like, they belong at number 7. No. I think Steel City just drops down to number 2
8-1. They only have one loss.
8-1. Still have the tie for the second best record in the league. They will handle their business with rock bottom eventually.
Yeah.
But until then, we don't know who's better. So I'm just gonna go off of what I think.
What you feel.
And I can't drop Steel City 2 spots.
You're right.
I can't drop Steel City 2 spots. I have to keep Steel City at number 2. And Rock Bottom was number 3. They're 8-1. I think Rock Bottom stays at number 3. I don't think they did anything to move up, and I don't think they did anything to move down.
I can see that.
Now, the Braves. Now, this is where the controversy comes in.
Some people disagree with, yeah.
Yeah, some people think the prospect should be at number 4. I don't see that at all.
Because
I don't see that
you
at
got
all.
the Braves at number 4, but
I got the Braves at number 4.
And the Price Electric at 5, and the Prospect at 6, because the Braves and Price both beat the Prospect.
Yes.
And you guys all have tie records, so you guys are all 6 and 3.
So, strength of schedule, we got the head-to-head against them.
Right.
There's no way they could be at 4.
It's not even
close. There's no way in hell they could be at 4.
If they were 7 and 2, maybe it'd be different. But you guys are you, Price, and the Prospect, you're all 6 and 3, and you and Price beat them. So I think you and Price deserve to be ahead of them.
There's no way I could put them ahead of us or Price.
I agree.
So that's what 4. So I got 4 Braves, Price 5, Prospect 6, and that's stayed the same. All right. Now, last week I had the Patriots at
Decepticons.
I had the Decepticons at number 7. You see what happens when you give somebody a little shine, you know? They were at number 7, and then lose a totally winnable game against GCR.
Yeah.
So the Decepticons / Sloth have to drop. I'll tell you where they drop after I tell you who took their spot. I'm moving the Patriots back to number 7.
They're 5 and 4 right now.
I know they only beat Colonial Diner,
but they're 5 and 4.
They're 5 and 4.
Yeah, and they've had a good season so far.
Even though they lost the head-to-head to the Decepticons are only 3 and 6.
Yeah.
So
and the Decepticons deserve to drop down.
They have to. If they want to be up there with the
big boys,
they had to win that game.
They had to play with the big boys.
They had to win. They had to beat the GC Irish. But all right, GC Irish. Now speaking of GC Irish, so I got the Patriots at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Now they just beat the Decepticons head-to-head, so I have to drop. GC Irish was at 9 last time. So I moved them up to 7. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I moved them up to 8. I moved GC Irish up to
from 9 to 8.
From 9 to 8.
They're 4 and 5 right now.
And I dropped the Decepticons down from 7 to 9. GC Irish are 4 and 5. Decepticons are 3 and 6. Patriots are 5 and 4. So 7, 8, and 9 are Patriots, GC Irish, and Decepticons.
Yeah.
Now, the last 4 spots. I think it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
Last week we had the Panthers at number 10, but they just lost head-to-head to the Hybrids.
So the Hybrids had to
I had the Hybrids at 12. I had the Hybrids at 12 last week. So the Hybrids will move from 12 to 10. The Panthers will move from 10
to 11. Colonial Diner goes from 11 to 12.
And Colonial Diner goes from 11 to 12.
And Monstars stay in last place.
And Monstars stay at 13. So we got Hybrids at 10.
Well, read it from the beginning.
All right. So we got Camden 1, Steel City 2, Rock Bottom 3, Braves 4, Price Electric 5, Prospect 6, Patriots 7, GC Irish 8, Decepticons 9, 10, Hybrids 10, Panthers 11, 12 is Colonial Diner, and 13 is the Monstars. And I think that's the only fair way to do it. Yeah. And that's the only way I can actually see it actually being. When you lose, you have to go down.
Drop down.
You have to drop down.
Well, yeah.
Now I'm not going to drop just because. All right, let's say Colonial Diner beats
Monstars.
Let's say Colonial Diner would beat.
They're playing the Panthers this week.
Let's say all right. So here we go. Just because we beat Rock Bottom doesn't mean that we deserve to go over rock bottom.
Because rock bottom's 8-1, you're 6-3, so they have a better record
but
than
still,
you do right
we
now.
We still got the head-to-head matchup against them, but that still doesn't mean that we should be ahead of them in the power rankings.
No.
But if they would have say they would have lost to the prospects this week, that would have dropped them. That would have made me have to drop them. I would have had to drop rock bottom.
The only way I would have dropped them is if you guys had 8 wins and like if your wins matched up to theirs. I don't see how you can put a team ahead of you that had 2 more wins than you.
How that can happen is that we beat them, and how that can happen is that they lost to a team that we destroyed. So if they would have lost to the prospects, I would have had to put.
You would have put them in 6th place.
No. I would have just dropped them down. I'm not saying where I would have dropped them. I was just saying I would have dropped them down. I thought they should. They
wouldn't have deserved to be in the top 3 if they would have lost.
No, they wouldn't. That's how I feel. If they would have lost to the prospects, they wouldn't. I don't think they could stay in the top 3. And it's hard for me not to make an argument for us or Price Electric to be up there or the prospects. Yeah. So even though they have a better record, you know what I'm saying? If you lose, it's about how many games you lose in a row and who you lose to. So, it's whatever. But I'm glad Rock Bottom won that game. And so I didn't have to go through that.
We'll see. Now, this week we got at 8:45, the Prospects play Steel City on Field 1. The Braves play Price Electric on Field 2. The Decepticons play Colonial Diner on Field 3. At 10 a.m., we got GCRs plays the Hybrids on Field 1. Camden plays Rock Bottom on Field 2. The Monstars play the Panthers on Field 3. So, like I said, 8:45 game of the week is definitely the Braves versus Price Electric.
Mm-hmm.
And then 10 a.m. game of the week is Camden versus Rock Bottom.
Okay.
All right, so who do you got in Prospects versus Steel City?
Steel City.
I got Steel City, too.
Steel City. Nah.
I hope they figure out whatever they need to figure out. And
Steel City has to win this game.
Bounce back from that win.
They have to bounce back from this game, that last game. That's a pretty bad loss, and I'm sure they're going to come out on fire and ready to win. So I'm not sitting here saying that the Prospects can't win the game. No, I'm not saying that.
They definitely can, yeah.
They definitely have the talent to win the game. But I think the circumstances call it all. I mean, even though the Prospects are coming off a devastating loss as well, not as bad as what Steel City came off of, but it's going to be an interesting game. I can't call it game of the week because it ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think the Braves versus Price Electric is way more interesting.
You guys are fighting for number 1 seed in your division.
This is for the number 1 seed, yes.
In your division, yeah.
This is number 1 seed. Now, if the Prospects beat Steel City, and then somehow Steel City loses next week, they could be putting it in. The Prospects win out. They could be putting it like a 3-way tie for.
Yeah.
But that none of it matters. You know what I'm saying? Right. None of that matters because there's they got to play each other anyway.
Right.
So it's like whoever's the best out of them 4 teams. So it is what it is.
All right. Then of course we both got the Braves.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Decepticons and Colonial Diner. I don't know that I could pick Colonial Diner. I did it last week just as a joke. I picked Colonial Diner to beat the Patriots, but I didn't really think they were going to win. So I can't really say. I think the Decepticons is a better team than Colonial Diner, so I have to pick the Decepticons.
I have to pick the Sloth, a.k.a.
the Sloth, yeah.
The Decepticons, I mean, I don't see it for Colonial.
Me neither.
They do play hard. I'm not gonna knock them.
Hard and they're missing something.
They're missing a star. They don't have a stud.
Offense and defense.
On offense.
And
defense.
They
got some good players. But they're missing that breakout guy that you can turn to when all else fails. You're like,
that playmaker.
You're about to lose, man. Do something. And then that guy does something. So that's what they don't have. That's what Colonial Diner doesn't have. They don't have that star, but they're a veteran team that are capable of winning any game. So especially with Randy punching steak, listening to the Rocky theme.
Is he playing this week?
I don't know.
He's playing against Jim. I think he wanted that win bad.
Yeah, so we'll see.
All right, then we got 10 o'clock GCRs versus the Hybrids. I'm going GCRs. They're on a roll. I want them to win. I hope they succeed, and I'm picking GCRs. I just think they're the
I think
team.
GCRs has to win that game. No, I think the Hybrids can definitely match up against them.
I don't know. You've been voting for the Hybrids all season. I just don't see it.
It depends on which quarterback plays better and which quarterback shows up.
For who?
If Tony shows up, and plays a good game, they can win that game. But I would have to say GCRs is the favorite. But the Hybrids can definitely win. I wouldn't be shocked if the Hybrids won that game.
All right, and then Camden versus Rock Bottom. I have Camden. After that game they just played, I have to pick Camden.
I mean, it's hard not to pick Camden.
I have to go with Camden and Egan. You know?
I mean, it's hard not to pick Camden.
They're now my number one team to pick.
It doesn't matter who's quarterback, Bam or Egan.
With Egan.
I think I'm going to go with Rock Bottom. I think Rock Bottom wants to get that nasty, filthy taste of
the
losing that championship game to them out of their mouths. They've been waiting for this. I think they're going to show up, ball out, and go from there.
So it's definitely going to be a good game.
I'm going Rock Bottom.
It's definitely going to be a good game.
Yeah, that's the second, the 10 a.m. game of the week. Rock Bottom versus Camden, definitely.
Then we got
championship rematch.
The Ravagers / Monstars versus the Panthers. I right now cannot pick the Panthers, even though the Monstars have a worse record than the Panthers. I have to pick the Ravagers.
If the Monstars beat the Panthers, that means the Panthers are the 13th seed. Yes.
No, they'll be tied.
No, yes, but they'll have the head-to-head, so they're ahead of them.
Yeah.
Or Colonial Diner.
The Panthers
we'll see who got the head-to-head matchup. But that's putting the Panthers almost have to win this game.
Because Panthers beat Colonial already, so it might be Colonial will be last.
And the Monsters already beat Colonial, so
yeah.
Colonial
will go to last place.
Yeah, so Colonial will go to last place if that's the case, because that's the only game the Monstars won. So.
And that was one of the two that the Panthers won. They beat Colonial and the Immortal Kings.
And the Monstars beat the Colonial Diner.
Colonial, that's it.
So, wow. This got kind of some playoff seeding implications.
Yeah, it definitely does.
It really does.
Definitely does. So you got.
Yeah. I think the Panthers. I don't know. I don't think I can pick the Panthers anymore, man. But I think the Panthers should win this game.
They could win it.
They could win this game. But you know what? I'm switching it. I'm picking the Panthers. They gotta win this game.
I hope they do. I hope they show up and win.
I'm picking the Panthers.
But I don't know.
You're
what.
Picking the Monstars?
Yeah.
I mean.
I don't know what happened to the Panthers. But
Me either.
Yeah, I have to pick the Monstars. The Panthers.
I'm just trying to get out of the habit of a team that we just played. Monster / Ravagers. I'm picking the Panthers. The Panthers have to get off this 6-game losing streak. And the Monsters have a 7-game losing streak? Damn. Somebody's got to win.
They're 1-8, so.
Yeah, they won one game, week 2.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, so they got a 7-game losing streak.
And the other team got, the Panthers won.
Their last one was week 3.
Week 3. And their last one was week 2. So these are the battle of the losing streaks. Somebody has to win. So we'll see. A win here. Well, one of these guys, a loss. Actually, this is kind of like a playoff game. So if the Monstars beat the Panthers, that would make the Panthers the 12th seed, and would automatically Colonial Diner. If Colonial Diner somehow wins, which I doubt, but if somehow Colonial Diner wins, which I doubt, like I said, but if the Monstars and the Panthers, say the Monstars win, right? say the Monstars win, or say the Panthers win. If the Monstars win, they're tied with the Panthers, and they will have the tiebreaker over them.
Right.
They would have the tiebreaker over
So
the Panthers,
Colonial would be last,
and Colonial Diner. So Colonial Diner would be
the thing is, the
Monstars
8th
and 9th seed.
The Monstars are in a different division.
No. That's all about. It's all about 8, 9 seed.
He's not doing the division.
I think it's going to be like 8 and 9 have a playing game. So you're going to have a playing game. So if the Monstars win this game, the Monstars can, and the Colonial loses, the Monstars can jump from
to 7.
Last place
from the consolation game to automatically in the playoffs
to playing the 2nd seed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To having a definite spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, to having a definite spot in the playoffs.
Instead of having to play for the playoff
and
spot.
actually having to play for a playoff spot. So, yeah. So this is a huge game. So
this could be a game of the week too.
That could be a game of the week, even though it's
it's a lower ranking game of the week.
But it could. It has playoff
implications. It matters for them, yeah.
So the number 2 seed could end up playing the Monstars if they end up making it to the 7th seed. So take out the 4 league teams.
If they win, they'll go to 7.
And then we'll have the top number 1 will play 8, 2 will play 7. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But if they win, if the Monstars win,
they'll go to 7th place. And
they'll end up actually going to. They could actually be the 7th seed in the 8 playoffs.
Then it would be cool
instead of being in 8 or 9 and having to fight for that spot.
Yeah.
That 8th spot.
Then it would be Colonial on the Panthers who have to fight for the playoff spot.
Yeah. So if the Panthers win, they basically are the 7th seed, and the Monstars and Colonial will have to fight for that 8th spot.
Right.
So we'll see. This is basically a playoff game. So that's a game I would like to keep my eye on and I would like to watch. So
you could go either way. So
yeah, it definitely could. It definitely could. It definitely could. With some chrome on you?
No, it's chair cracking. So busting the chair, busting the stitches.
Nah, it's a fucking old ass stool. So.
I know, but yeah.
So we'll see. So who'd you pick? The Monstars?
Yeah.
All right.
I think they're gonna pull it out and get their 2nd W of the season.
The Monstars. Well, I hope you're right.
But I also hope the Panthers win too.
So we'll see.
I've picked them a bunch of times, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them. Until they show me something, I can't pick them.
Somebody's on a 7-game losing streak, and somebody's on a 6-game losing streak. So somebody has to win.
Somebody's going to win.
Somebody has to make the playoffs, and let's just go out and hopefully they compete, and somebody has a good game. Let's see who has a good game. But other than that, plug the show real quick one more time.
All right, and for anyone who wants to call in, we're usually live recording on Mondays. This was a setback, so we redid it today.
Because of Kim's lackadaisical effort, energy.
Yeah, my lack of enthusiasm in the show.
The show had to be taken off the air.
It had to be removed and redone.
It wasn't acceptable.
So for anyone who wants to call in, on Mondays around 9:30ish, you can call in 516-387-1879. Or if you just want to listen to us live, you can log on to blogtalkradio.com/YUN9 SOIM1224. Or you can check us out the day after we record on YouTube at YUN9 SOIM. And I guess that's it. And we'll see y'all on Sunday.
See you Sunday. Go Braves. Shout out to Josh.